These are the top 5 most underrated Call of Duty Zombies maps of all time in my opinion. The 5th spot is going to Rave in the Redwoods. This is the first DLC for Infinite Warfare Zombies, and a lot of people just didn't play the DLC for Infinite Warfare Zombies, whether that be because it was a non-Treyarch game so they had no interest, or because they just wanted to stick with Spaceland. But Rave in the Redwoods was actually a very good map in my opinion, and had a ton of content and little side Easter eggs that you could do. For one, I really like the main Easter egg of the map. It's super simple, yet it's still pretty difficult, so it sparks a good balance between an experienced Zombies player and a newer Zombies player. Plus it had Ghosts and Skulls, which is basically an entire second Easter egg. And on top of that, you could get so many different charms on your guns to get different effects, and each of these charms had their own mini Easter egg to do to unlock them. And on top of that, you had 4 elemental crossbows that you could work towards getting, so there was just so much to do all the time, and in my opinion, that makes a really good Zombies map. I also just really like the aesthetic, especially when you go into Rave mode. It's kind of like going into the Dark Ether in Cold War Zombies, but a lot cooler in my opinion. The 4th spot is going to Dead of the Night. I just played this map recently, and I don't know if it's just me, but it is a really solid map. For me, I really need something to do at all times, and I understand that it's a complete fetch quest, but the act of multitasking and managing everything in your brain makes it a great map in my opinion. I just really love to never have downtime and always be constantly thinking about what I have to do next. And I also just really like the layout. It's kind of like that classic Derice formula. It does have a lot of downsides though, so I understand that. It's way too big in my opinion. A lot of people don't like grabbing a million parts, and for some reason everybody hates on the Nosferatus, but I don't have a problem with them. I don't know why. I also never played this map until this year, so maybe they were stronger on launch or something. And I actually really like the boss fight. I think it has super interesting mechanics with the lights. The Wonder Weapon is awesome too. I kind of wish that you could choose which element you get, but you know, that adds to the fun and randomness of it, and it's relatively easy to do. The 3rd spot is going to Revelations. Revelations is a good map. The reason so many people dislike Revelations is because it was the final map of Black Ops 3, and Black Ops 3 had so many bangers that they were expecting the final map to be like the origins of Black Ops 2. So everybody was just expecting this massive thing that we've never seen before, and it kind of turned out a little bit underwhelming, but I still think it was a phenomenal map. They did a surprisingly good job at combining all the maps together in a flowy manner, and they really nailed the chaos aspect that this map was going for. People don't like this map because of the tedious Easter egg steps, and the boss fight was really underwhelming, and I do agree with that to a certain extent. I don't personally mind the Easter egg, but the boss fight was for sure a little bit underwhelming. I think the elemental stages of the boss fight were really cool, but I think there should have been an actual like really difficult boss that you had to defeat, kind of like Mephistopheles in Infinite Warfare. The 2nd spot is going to Zetsubo no Shima. This is considered to be the worst map in Black Ops 3 Zombies, but it's still such an amazing map. There's so much to do all the time. It's a really straightforward Easter egg. It has a ton of really cool side Easter eggs, including the jump scare thing, the spider bait thing. Like there's a lot of really unique stuff that we've never seen before in Zombies, and to me, they really nailed the vibe of the map. I think spiders work extremely well. The spider boss fight is awesome, even though it's pretty easy. There's the whole complex plant system, which can give you so many things like guns, power-ups, Easter egg parts, and it can even hold zombies for you or even act as a time bomb like in Buried. There was just so much content in this map. The aesthetic was incredible. All of the exclusive Zetsubo guns like the Razorback or the Marshalls are extremely fun to use. And yeah, I don't think this map deserves the hate that it gets. And the number 1 spot, the most underrated map in all of Call of Duty Zombies in my opinion, is going to Beast from Beyond. Hear me out, please hear me out. I understand that this map has a lot of problems, but if you just take this map on its own, don't compare it to any other map, there's a lot of value in it. Now, before you go hating in the comments, you have to listen to what I have to say. First of all, the main Easter egg is actually kind of fun in my opinion, and I don't know if that's just because I have memories associated with it because I had so many attempts on this map, or if I just enjoy the steps. Getting double pack-a-punch on this map is really easy and really straightforward. I really like the Ghost and Skulls steps on this map, and I honestly kind of like the challenge of the map. I think the artificial challenge of the first 3 rounds where you have to sit up on that camping position to kill the cryptids is pretty dumb, and I also think that ninjas are just stupid in general. And then of course the blue rhinos in the boss fight are extremely oppressive, but besides all that, I think they really nailed making the map difficult. Plus, in my opinion, they actually made a generic facility map beautiful. A lot of people think it's ugly, but if we look at like the Cold War maps, for example, this knocks those out of the park. Sure, the facility may be kind of bland and gray, but the outside areas and the theater are so colorful and so vibrant. It's a really nice change in pace. I don't think this is an amazing map by any means, but I definitely do not think it's one of the worst maps in all of Call of Duty Zombies. Let me know what map you think is the most underrated down in the comments below.